Guckle232 donates $15, saying, I have now finished my 3rd cup of coffee. Please do not boop the wall anymore. I'm becoming concerned for my own well-being. I'm only on my 1st cup of coffee, Guckle232. Saber Rider donated $20 and says, I'm European and I got myself a cup of coffee at the start of the run, but it has gone cold by now. Thanks, DW. Anyway, kill the animals, all of them. And I'm happy to announce that we're ready to go with Crash Bandicoot, any percent, being run by WhitePaaws, so take it away, WhitePaaws.
All right. So we're live then. Let's do it. All right. So I'll do a countdown in. I'll count down from 5. So all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Go.
All right, so this is Crash Bandicoot any percent. The goal of this category is to just beat all levels as fast as possible. This game doesn't really have crystals or anything, so you unlock the next level by just getting to the end of the previous one. You want to get as fast as possible to Cortex and then beat Cortex. The first thing you may notice is that I death abused. That's in purpose because at the end of each level there's a cutscene. I mean, if you do it deathless, there's a cutscene that will trigger and will drop on top of Crash's head all the boxes you didn't break throughout the level. And there's some boxes, I mean, there's some levels that have like 30 or so boxes, so you lose a lot of time watching that, so it's just better to get rid of that cutscene. All right, so spinning is actually faster than regular walking. That's why you'll see me spin a lot throughout the entire game. There's also another movement technique that I'll explain later on, just to have like a way of comparing easier enough.
Yeah, there's a level coming up where the movement tech to make you faster is really obvious. And yeah, you notice he's jumping constantly as well. Jumping, like spinning, is faster than walking.
Yep.
And lets you do the other movement tech that we're about to explain.
All right, so death abusing also takes into account the animations. So if I were to death abuse with a boulder, for instance, it will take a lot of time for me to respawn. So you actually just want to go back and and get the
Fall down the pit.
fall into the hole, yeah, to respawn faster.
The first 2 levels actually have some of the slowest death abuses in the run. The old strats used to be to actually collect boxes in these levels because the death abuses are pretty slow, but
Yeah.
it was found out that the death abuses are still faster.
All right, so the next level is Great Gate. It is the first to the level of the run. And well, the first half of it is kind of straightforward. You just try to do the fastest movement as you can.
Yeah, second half of the level, and most of the game, to be honest, is very dependent on cycles, like objects in the level moving on cycles and being able to get past them on different cycles. That'll get explained a bit more as the run progresses. Oh,
Okay, that's fine. I'll try that again.
yeah. So you're actually invincible while you're spinning, and so hopefully you'll get it this time, but you can spin on top of these. Yeah, there you go. You can skip some cycles by spinning on top of the spikes.
That makes a cycle at the end of each of this level much easier to get. It's called the Great Gate God Cycle.
Yeah, the Crash community loves to call things God Cycle.
All right, there we go. So you don't actually need to wait on these spikes, if you get that correctly.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not okay, death.
Yeah, there's a lot of deaths in this game which are very, very short.
Yeah, all right, so this is boulders. So the fastest way of movement in this game is called zigzagging. So that's why you see when I'm jumping, Crash goes like to the sides, kind of more or less. So zigzagging is basically pressing directional inputs, like alternating between each other as fast as you can. Usually the boulder goes at the same speed as Crash, but with zigzagging you can leave it really far behind. So that's a pretty good comparison to have.
Yeah, so You can probably kind of see on the stream that WhitePaaws is moving his arm back and forth like pretty fast. So as he's moving down on the screen, he's kind of alternating between down left and down right as fast as possible. And zigzagging has a really high skill cap because it really just gets faster and faster the better you get at it. There's not really a limit other than like alternating every frame, but that's obviously unrealistic for a human.
All right.
Yeah, you leave the boulder so far behind. Still on
I
screen.
touched the screen. Usually it wouldn't, but I kind of messed up getting on the portal. That's fine. All right, so this is upstream. Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff to this level. You can actually, there's a trick that is called double jumps. That is basically on the moving leafy paths. You can actually get what it seems like a double jump. It's like a 3-frame jump. Frame jump is really precise. So I'm not gonna do it, but it is a thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize until recently that people went for the Martier. I thought it was just a test trick. And yeah, there's going to be lots of those. These, like Venus flytraps, I guess, are all on cycles. I think they're on kind of local cycles, so they just. Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was kind of like thinking to not go for that because it's a pretty hard jump.
WhitePaaws said he wasn't going to do it, and
Yeah,
then he did it like 5 times in a row in the practice room. So
I said if I got like 4 out of 5, I will do it, and I got it, which is really nice. All right, so while we're on Papu, we might as well do the roll call.
Oh yeah.
On the couch.
Well, I'm Dactyly. I'll be running Spyro after this.
I'm WedC517.
I'm Stomp.
And that's WhitePaaws.
Hi.
Yeah, bosses in Crash games are typically not very difficult. So.
Yeah, in Crash 1 especially, they're basically auto-scrollers.
So you kind of stop there to grab that mask, and it turns out that it doesn't really lose any time because you have to wait for a cycle anyway.
Yeah, there's a way to skip the cycles, but you need a lot of zigzagging, so it's not it's not super hard, but it doesn't really save so much time that I will like risk it right now. With zigzagging, you can actually skip a lot of cycles in this level, though, in the second half.
Yeah, getting through these rolling stone things is, yeah, can be pretty precise.
Okay, I didn't get hit, which is nice.
That's good.
It's sometimes it's really bad to get hit because it throws you upwards, and you'll have to wait for him to calm down. And like you'll have to kind of calculate where you're gonna land to not fall. It kind of loses time. It's kind of annoying.
Really
That level
nice
went really well, though.
Yeah, very nice.
Right, I didn't crash.
Nice. So Hogwild's a bit different because there's not really any fast way to die in this level because you have to wait through a whole long animation when you respawn. It's just very, very slow. The fastest way to do this is to collect all but one of the boxes. If you get all of them, you get the gem, and getting the gems is slow. It has a long animation. And so you get all the boxes except one. And so you'll get the box cutscene that we talked about earlier, but it'll only drop one box on your head. It's the fastest way to do this level.
Probably do.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think that's the box you normally
Yeah,
skip,
it
but
didn't.
Doesn't matter.
Is that there's a way that I kind of wanted to get in the marathon, but I missed it. There's a way that it doesn't seem that you break that box, but you actually did. It just like does it very delayed. I kind of wanted to get that a bit, but I missed it. So I actually missed the box.
There's not really any way to speed up the
Yeah.
pig, so
that's fine.
pretty much an
It'll
honest
count
roll.
only that box. You can skip whatever box you want.
And then yeah, if you weren't doing the death abuses, you'd get this little cutscene after every single level.
Yeah, that cutscene is also RNG. Sometimes Crash will look to the side like 2 or 3 times, and that takes time to skip the cutscene. That actually messes up the cycles in Native Fortress. Actually, there's 2 different, ways of cycles in this game. There's local cycles, and then there's global cycles. The local cycles are basically cycles that start triggering once crash and the camera reaches a certain position with the camera with a hazard. And then global cycles are working since the start of the game. So yeah, when I was in
Nice.
when I was in Rolling Stones, the cycles here were actually working. So depending on the RNG, in the cutscene Hog Wild, I get one or another cycle.
So this isn't out of bounds. You can, if you have a mask, you can damage boost off one of those spiky pillars, and the fence at the back of the level is solid on the top, and so you can just walk across it. Skip a whole load of cycles.
What I did back there, by the way, that's called a submarine jump. You can actually jump in midair.
Yeah, it's a bit convoluted. If you spin as you fall off a ledge, after the end of the spin animation, you have 10 frames, so a third of a second, to jump. And so by doing that, you can get really, you can skip some cycles, get a long jump. It's a pretty large window as well. And then he also had to spin to not take damage of the spiky thing as well.
Nice. This was a pretty decent Island 1, to be honest.
Yeah, this is good pace so far.
Besides the death in Great Gate, this is pretty good. 10:27, geez, that's actually really good. Alright, so up to second island, or as I like to call this level, Extended Island 1. The reason being it drops your inputs a lot, so you don't get to see much of Island 2 if that happens. You just reset the run. Alright, there's actually a pretty cool trick in this section. The plant cycles in the blue plant cycles in this level are actually local, so if you pull the camera backwards there, the cycle will trigger a little bit later, so you can actually skip it without the fearing of getting eaten.
Yeah, if you just the camera is kind of a little bit controllable. If you walk backwards, the camera moves backwards, so you can kind of manipulate some cycles that way.
Yeah, besides that, there really isn't much to this level, really. Well, besides the double jumps.
Yeah.
You can actually get kind of a triple jump here with a damage boost of the fish, which makes double jumps much harder. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to grab as many lives as I can, because if you game over in this game,
it's over.
It's over, yeah.
There's no way, you have to load a save, and the game doesn't auto-save, and you can't really manual save either. The save system in this game is really silly.
The only ways to save in this game are collecting a gem, grabbing a key, which there are only 2 of those in the game,
finishing a bonus level,
as well as finishing a bonus level.
Yeah, all of those are very, very slow. And even saving after a gem only saves your number of gems. It doesn't save your level progress.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you save, let's say I got the gem in Hog Wild, right? And I save, and then turn off the game will still spawn me on Insanity Beach. Even if I load the save, but I still have the gem. When I get to Hog Wild, the game still thinks I have the gem. So
yeah, it's just really weird.
It's really weird saving system. All right, so that was Reaper. We actually abused masks because this game doesn't let you take out masks from boss fights. So
right. So Death Abuse there to set up some cycles.
Yeah, this is actually not the fastest way to go. They got cycle saves over around 10 seconds over my Death Abuse strat that I'm gonna use right now, because it's the God cycle is really difficult.
You need to be kind of safe in this level. So we are getting all the boxes in this level, you might have noticed. And there's a good reason for that. If you get all the boxes in Lost City without dying, that's important as well. You get the red gem. Sorry, the green gem. The green gem. I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, you get the green gem, sorry. And the green gem will be very useful much later in the game. We'll point it out when we get to it, obviously, but you basically get to skip an entire long level late in the game if you get the green gem. And so, yeah, it's very important not to die in this level. No pressure. Funnily enough,
okay.
this is like a big root difference between the English version and the Japanese version. The Japanese version is a bit slower for any percent, mostly because of cycle differences. But on Japanese, you don't need to get this gem. You get the green gem from Hog Wild instead, which wastes very little time. So that's like the big time save for Japanese. But it loses more time elsewhere.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I messed up. So the cycles are gonna be a little messed up here.
Make use of the 3D range to get past that. Even though this game is kind of, it has a 2D feel, it's still very much a 3D platformer. Like, you can move back and forth on the planes and avoid objects that way. Just like that, you walk past that lizard by walking behind it. Very good. Okay.
That was really nervous, honestly.
That's always a scary moment.
Yeah. All right, so we get the green gem. No. All right, I messed up Lost City, so that's actually gonna screw up my cycles in Temple of Ruins, unfortunately.
Yeah, another example of global cycles. They were kind of explained before, but the global cycles persist through basically everything. They persist on the world map, they persist like on the title screen. It's very odd. But then dying resets all the global cycles. So that's one nice thing about having all the death abuses. You get some more consistency with cycles.
Yeah.
There will be one death abuse that we will do later to help like fix around some cycles to make them a lot better as well.
Mask abuse to get past the fire pillars.
We can actually skip those flames without getting hit. I'm actually gonna show it in a second.
Yeah, they have interesting hitboxes.
Nice, it didn't drop my jump.
Yeah, this game and all of the PS1 Crash games have issues with just the controls not working sometimes. You'll try and jump and nothing will happen. So you can just walk beside that flame. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's actually... It's actually not a small room, but sometimes you just mess it up. All right.
Very good.
So the next level is Road to Nowhere. And this is a level that doesn't really have much to it. It's just basically zigzag as much as you can because it's really linear. Well, I'm actually gonna use the rope here to escape the, having to break that box.
Yeah, a lot of the scenery in this game is solid even when it doesn't really need to be. And so there's a bunch of places where you can just jump on, like on these pillars or on the ropes. Or you can actually walk along the ropes the whole way through this level, but it's not faster because you can't zigzag.
Yeah. All right, you can read donations if you want right now.
I'm always interested in reading donations. Wolfensteiger says $20, sends us $20 and says, good luck to WhitePaaws. Like half the world, I just got the Insane Trilogy and just remembered how hard the original is. My donation is also for saving the animals. On that note, Suzushiro sends us $50 and says, Crash Bandicoot is now? But I thought we weren't running Dark Souls until Saturday.
So WhitePaaws, what do you think about the new remaster?
Sorry, the what? Is it a remaster?
As far as I've seen, I haven't really played the remasters yet. I've seen them and they look nice. They nerfed the jump though, so it makes like Crash 1, for instance, a lot harder. That's what I've heard anyway. I'll have to try them for myself at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna death abuse here. This is actually a really important section of the game because doing this level well sets up the cycles in Sunset Vista, and Sunset Vista is a really difficult level and nice. All right, I'm gonna focus.
Yeah, those fences.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, those fences have big hitboxes, it's really annoying to get caught on those. Similar, like in both categories, actually, these cycles are important because not checkpoint. Yeah, there's a thing in 100% as well where you want to go really, really fast through this to skip a cycle at the end. Yeah, you can see that the boulder's just getting completely left behind. Like, zigzag is stronger than you might think.
Nice.
All right.
I don't know if this is gonna get the God cycle in some of this because I did hit two. Yeah, two of those things.
So this level's kind of renowned for being long and difficult, but we're gonna see something quite interesting.
Yeah, there's no way I missed it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's all right.
Rip.
All right. So this is fun. I'm not gonna pretend to understand why that works, but the way it works is on the plane on which you spawn, so like the 3D plane back and forth on which you first spawn, you're set up perfectly to do that. If you spin just as the pusher pushes you out, you kind of get stuck in the camera or something, I'm not even sure. But then
it's the camera, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just mash jump and you climb the screen and you get to just walk along the top like this.
Yeah. Another interesting thing about this game is that yeah, I completely missed the God cycle, Rip.
That's alright.
Missing that loses like 12 seconds, 13 seconds. The spin in this game works like if you spin, you have a thing called spin timer, so you can only spin like 5 times.
Yeah, it acts like a meter almost. So you start with 5 spins on your spin meter, and each time you spin, you use one up. And if you run out of spins, you can't spin anymore. You'll press square and nothing will happen.
Yep.
And then every 2 seconds, I believe, you gain a spin back. And so you kind of have to almost root out when you spin so that you are able to spin when you need to.
Yeah. The problem with missing the God cycles is that you have to wait on those push blocks. Yeah, if you get the God cycle, you shouldn't wait there. It's been a while since I last missed it too, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine.
That's alright. No one would have noticed if we hadn't said anything. And so yeah, we death abuse here, firstly for the usual reason to death abuse, but also because you set back up to do this again. It only works on very specific pixel positions, like certain distances away from the camera, and it just so happens that you spawn at one of those distances, so it's very convenient.
Yeah.
And you can hear, actually, he's mashing square when he has no spins left, and it's making this weird noise.
Yeah, another thing that's interesting about spins is that spins actually, oh nice, I got that. Spins actually vary on frames, like the duration of the spin varies on frames, whether you do it in the air or the ground. In the ground, they last for 24 frames. In the air, they last for 14 frames. But if you bounce, like if you jump and land with the spin animation and then jump again, or like spin and then jump, the spin actually lasts for 18 frames, which is convenient because that's what you want to do. All right, so that's Sunset Vista.
Nice.
Next fight is called Akong. This is the 3rd boss fight of the game. For the longest time, we thought this was RNG. But turns out that you can actually manipulate it. It's really difficult to manipulate, though. It's really inconsistent at the moment.
Yeah, I think if the way I understand it is you stand on certain positions and it manipulates him to throw the rocks like sooner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say this is not gonna work, but it worked. See,
No.
that's how inconsistent it is. Yeah, you can just stand like in the middle, like the current strat is that. It will change at some point, I think. This time it didn't work, but yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't do the manipulation, then Kong's, like, the amount he walks before he throws the rock is random. And the mine carts, I believe, are also random. And so sometimes you end up having to wait for quite a while to hit him.
You can actually spin your TNTs without
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
hit.
It's a spin bounce.
It is especially good in 100%. Not too much in any. In 80%, you just use it basically for this fight.
Yeah. But yeah, it turns out the explosions of the TNTs don't reach their maximum, like, radius immediately. They expand outwards kind of slowly.
Yeah.
And so if you blow them up and then move away from them, the explosion won't catch you.
That's a very decent fight, actually.
All right, this level is pretty hard, I think.
It's one of the
this is
hardest.
Impressive, though.
This is one of the hardest, if not the hardest level in 80%. The first half isn't really that bad. You just like zigzag as much as you can and 3D range enemies.
Yeah, you can just jump around all of the enemies.
Right. Cool. You don't actually need to ride that platform.
Yeah, some of the platforms in these levels are completely unnecessary.
Up here, there should be another submarine jump. like
Yeah.
Right.
this.
Here comes the interesting part.
So set up steam cycles and then hopefully... Nice, okay. So that's another sub jump. Spin off the ledge, and then once the spin animation is over, you can jump and then spin again to get some extra height.
It dropped.
Zigzag.
It dropped my spin there, so I thought I was gonna get hit. Like, I got so scared. Almost got anti-gabbined. Damn, okay. Cool.
Whenever anything
what I
goes
want.
wrong in...
You can actually...
Oh, you go.
You can actually 3D jump those.
More sub jumps. Yeah, whenever anything goes wrong in a Crash game, you can just
Hello.
blame Andy Gavin.
Yeah. Alright.
This is cool. If you spin as you go past these, they act as if you landed on them, and so you just get the bounce immediately.
Alright. That Hey Machinery went really well. I'm glad. It was not the best Hey Machinery though, because I couldn't 3D range the steam cycles. I did end up losing a cycle, but that's fine.
So Cortex Power is a really, like, confusingly laid out level. In 100%, you have to go around backtracking on different parts and stuff, but...
There's actually a really, like, this level in 100% is really interesting, because you wouldn't be able to do it on the first visit, but there's a skip to it that's really hard and kind of RNG. But yeah, that's in 100%.
Yeah, in 80% we kind of know where to go, and you just... the usual death abuse, go through as fast as possible. Zigzag a lot,
The
as you can
level's
see.
fairly straightforward. And
Yeah, it's not too
Yeah,
hard.
this level is not too bad in 80%.
Very short as well. It's a nice break after Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, alright. I'm kind of waiting before entering a level, because in this game, map crashes can happen. Sometimes, like, we don't know why it exactly happens, but my theory, and like, it's shared for us with some other runner, that if you actually mash, you don't let the level load correctly, so okay.
Are we back?
We're
I don't
back.
know if the stream died or something, but we're back.
It's alright, you didn't miss much.
Yeah, the
Just slice it
first
around.
bit of generator is fine.
Just splicing a PB real quick.
at GDQ.
Yeah, you damage boost to get there faster. There's actually a way to escape right on this platform.
Yeah,
Shout out
some
to
of
Red
those,
Hot VR.
some of those pillars on the sides are actually solid, and you can stand on little bits of them. And yeah,
Alright, so this is Toxic Waste. This is probably the most straightforward level of the entire game. Just like go dodging those barrels and killing the enemies, and right, you just have to zigzag as much as possible. It's really actually, if your zigzag is not straight enough, you might actually, it's very easy to fall.
Yeah, that's one of the hazards of zigzagging, because you're going left and right constantly, but if you're on a thin platform like this, it's very easy to just lose your footing.
Yeah, alright. I guess you could read some donations while this level.
I'd love to. We actually have a $500 donation from Oni Plays. Yes. Oni Plays says, sending some love to our favorite funny Bandicoot boy. All of us at Oni Plays are big fans of the runs, so keep up the good work. And Anonymous gives us $10, saying, for a good cause and to celebrate the nostalgia I have for Crash Bandicoot, my first video game. Good luck and have fun, WhitePaaws.
Thanks. Alright. Oh, by the way, the cutscenes of most of these boss fights, like, you know, the cutscene in Koakong and the cutscene in Pinstripe, you do not need to skip them. It doesn't really save any time. The thing you may notice is that I let him go all the way to the right. That's because if you hit him the 3 times and let him come to the right, he'll actually go from right to left, shooting his gun all the way through, so it is actually slower to do that.
And yeah, the game doesn't care where you're hiding, as long as you're in the hiding animation. He can shoot straight at you and he won't hit you.
Yeah, as you can notice, Pinstripe has really good aim.
Yeah.
Like solid aim, look at this. Alright. Oh, well, I wanted to off-screen that, but no. Alright, so next level is the high road. Again, this is a really important level. 10 lives are really high, nice. Because doing the last beat of this level well enough sets up the cycles for Slippery Climb, and Slippery Climb is a really hard level.
Yeah, similarly to what we did in Sunset Vista, use the previous level to set up good cycles. So I hear this level's really hard on the remasters.
Oh yeah. Nice. I just got anti-gabbinged.
Yeah, that's a thing that happens occasionally. Like, press jump and nothing happens. I don't even know. Is it caused by lag or by just...
I don't know. I think it's lag because it's a lot more... Like, this doesn't happen on emulator that much.
I noticed on Crash 2, I get dropped inputs less on my slim PS2 than on my fat, so it's probably something to do with that.
Yeah. Alright, so I had to death abuse again because to set up cycles in a Slippery Climb, even though I died before. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm actually gonna try and focus on a Slippery Climb.
Yeah, this level's long and it only has 1 checkpoint, and I don't know if it has any masks, maybe just 1.
It's 1,
Yeah.
And it's kind of near the beginning.
Yeah, so very easy to lose a lot of time to death there. Making use of the spin invincibility again to jump on those spikes. It looks very scary, but it's actually not too difficult. The spin is fairly long, and you're invincible for the whole thing, so that's a cool cycle skill.
Okay, we're good. Yeah. If you make that bird cycle, then you're good. To make this third cycle here.
These stairs are so annoying if you don't know what cycle you're on.
Yeah.
It takes so long to go up and down. And then, is it up here or is it later where you death abuse?
You death abuse, yeah, coming up. So.
Yeah. The death abuse here is kind of different looking. You get a really long death animation, but it's still faster than not dying because there's a lot of boxes in this level. You
can actually get on top of that platform as soon as you spawn. Like, You spawn and then if you do, like there's a couple of setups, but it's still really difficult, kind of difficult, I know. So, one interesting thing about these stairs in this level is that they can get glitched depending on how fast you go. So they can stay up a lot longer than they're supposed to sometimes. Solid, I should be able to get the cycle. Oh yes, okay,
Man.
nice.
That was good.
Yeah, there's another runner called Tapped W. He says that that cycle is super consistent and I usually fail it every time.
That was very nice though. That level's not easy.
Yeah, that was a really, really good slippery climb actually. Alright, so this is Lights Out. This is another level that it's hard. If you actually zigzag on the sides, like if you don't have straight enough zigzag, you might actually bunk on the ceiling and
these
fall.
arches are pretty narrow, and then there's a bunch of just random solid scenery to bonk on. And as far as I know, you can skip quite a few cycles with good zigzag in this level. It's
Yeah, there's
saves a lot of time.
after these platforms, there's a cycle you can get with good enough zigzagging and not bonking on the arches. So we'll see if I can get it.
And I guess
Nice.
I guess the gimmick in this level is that your mask acts as the light, and so if you get hit or if you don't pick up the masks, you'll be in the dark.
Yeah, alright.
And I guess you could still play the level like that, but yeah, as we can see here.
Like this.
But it's a lot harder.
Nice.
Oh, good
Let's
sub
go.
jump. That's good.
That was good, yeah. By the way, that cycle I mentioned, I did get it. It's maybe not like... There's a lot of subtle things about this game that may not be apparent, but yeah.
Yeah, the
They are
speedrun's
there at
not
the same time.
it's not super flashy, but like it's if you know the game, it's impressive. Except for the sub jumps, they are really flashy.
Ah, yeah.
So I suppose there's one thing we haven't noted. WhitePaaws is a very interesting looking controller right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll show it to you once I finish this
Yeah.
level, I guess.
Yeah, he was having issues with getting random inputs from his controller, and so he improved it a bit. We'll show it on the
Yeah,
cam in a
we'll
bit.
show you.
Yeah, I had like random inputs for like 6 months coming from this controller until I like actually somehow fixed it.
These skewer things, you can get through them if you spin, just using the spin invincibility.
You can actually soft jump this. I'm gonna try getting this one, we'll see. I just didn't want to try that one because it loses a lot of time if you fail it. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so what he was trying to do was go under the spikes with a sub jump.
I'm not gonna try it again because the cycle, I still need to wait even if I get it, so.
Oh my.
What?
He fell through the pillar.
Okay, I've never seen that.
That was
Could be.
amazing.
Oh wow, now I got anti-gavined. Nice. This is how usually Jaws goes, so I'm glad you're seeing like the usual Jaws of Darkness stuff. Not acting nice like Hey Machinery.
Alright.
Right. I still... Well, I have a lot of lives, that's nice. So yeah, I'm gonna still Death Abuse here to set up cycles at the end of this level. Because if you die in the second checkpoint, the cycles are actually bad at the end, so it's better just to Death Abuse.
The worst snake in the game. In 100%, if you aren't careful, you hit that snake into the TNT behind it and blow up the Cortex token, which you need to beat the to get the key. So it's a really annoying like trap for new players.
Yeah. Alright.
Right, so you want to show the controller?
I'm gonna do it in Castle.
Okay, Castle. That
So,
makes sense.
so this is Castle Machinery.
Oh, this is what we used the green gem for that we
Yeah.
got earlier.
We actually just skip the level. 3D, I've used that, and yeah.
Yeah.
We actually get the cutscene that we were talking about, so it's 24 boxes falling on top of Crash's head, and yeah, this is my controller. Yes, you can see it has tape, it's pretty good, and doesn't have my R1 or L1 buttons, and doesn't have my analog sticks. I just took them out. And it stopped doing the random input, so I guess it works. I only use this one for Crash 1, though.
But yeah, Castle Machinery, if you do it normally, is very long and pretty boring as well. There's not too much to it.
Yeah.
And so it's really nice that we can just get the green gem and skip it like that. And you get loads of lives, which is convenient as well.
Yeah. All right, so this is Brio. The only really fast strat here is not mess up. If you mess up, he actually takes more time mixing his beakers and the chemicals and whatnot. So actually, he actually takes more time on throwing them. If you do not mess up, like I just did, which was good, he throws them like right away. And then the next phase is straightforward enough, it's pretty easy. Alright, so I have, next up is the lab. This level killed 2 PVs last week, which is really unfortunate. This is a level that isn't that bad, actually. We're just using the invincibility frames to get past these things.
Yeah, you don't need to wait on the electric things at all. You can just spin through them.
The only hard one is that one, the one jumping, because the spin lasts for less frames, as I explained earlier in the run.
These scientists, you can just jump around them.
Yeah, it's really easy to jump around them. So if like you're learning this game, I suggest you actually learn that. It's really easy. So Death Abyss. Here's a really funny thing about this game. I mean, about this thing. So you can, like, those TNTs actually do not explode if you hit the diagonal thing.
Yeah, really I don't even know how that works, but you can just spin the exclamation box through the TNT.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a sub jump here. Last sub jump of the game.
Nice.
Yeah, and now comes the hardest level of the game.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's super hard. Right.
So the idea behind that level is if you get all the gems, you can get the 100% ending by taking a different path. But yeah, in 80% it's completely pointless.
All right, so Cortex has only one strat, really. It's basically an auto-scroller, but if you move all the way to the front, you actually avoid getting hit by the blue things, and you can hit the green things earlier, so yeah. While I'm at this... Oh yeah, time is coming up soon. TM.
Yeah, when he hits Cortex the last time.
Yeah, alright, so... huge shoutouts to the Splash Runners helping me here in the couch, and shoutouts to the TEP Black Discord for all the support as well, and to the Splash community in general.
This game's come really far in the past couple of years.
The optimization in this game has been a lot thanks to the help of the community. So time is coming up like in soon.
Yeah, hits him with the green thing and then it's over.
Yeah, time. 41?
Yeah, shit. Good job, man. I don't know, I didn't see. Yeah. Yeah, with all the deaths in Jaws.
All right, so it's apparently a 41.58, which is like, I don't know. It's only like a 10. It's 14 seconds behind my P, 15 seconds I think, which is really good. But yeah, huge shoutouts. I also want to give shoutouts to the speedrun and the Speedruns en Español channel. I actually brought this flag because I thought a friend. I told a friend that I would actually bring this because of a Colombia representation. So yeah, that's Crash Bandicoot 1. I hope you enjoyed it. So next up is Dactyli, my boy, with Spyro 3 100 egg. So it's definitely stay up for that run.
Thank you, WhitePaaws. I think we're all going to stay up for that run. Speaking of WhitePaaws, we did get 1 or 2 donations for you. Tabby Kitty 13 sent us $15, $50, and said, "Excited for Crash Bandicoot. I know he wouldn't want us to kill the animals, so save them, please." I would say we don't understand Crash Bandicoot's thought processes, Tabby Kitty. Brilliant Coon sent us $25 saying, "Love Crash. My childhood self is very impressed by this run. There's an extra $25 donation if the reader can do their best Aku Aku impression." I think that'd be Uruka. That's my best Aku Aku impression. You owe us another $25. Koopy Dan sent us $50 saying, "Never played this game, but I just got the trilogy for PS4. Can't wait to play it. Shoutouts to the runners and the staff for putting on an excellent event twice a year." Hoodie VT sent us $15 saying, "My dear friend introduced me to GDQ, and this is my first year tuning in. Couldn't be more excited to see Crash Bandicoot. Great run, WhitePaaws." I agree, Hoodie VT. Anonymous sent us $200 and said, "I hope everyone else hopes to see the bonus diamond run by Spooty Biscuit." I hope so too. Bannerman 1903 sent us $150 saying, "How do you even speedrun Divinity? Took me about 100 hours. I don't know how they do it either. We got an anonymous donation for $150 saying, "Animals need to die." I suppose that's true. Neocast sent us $150 saying, "So many great games to look forward to. Need to see that..." Oh, sorry, my screen is refreshing on me very slowly. I lost my donation. I'll pick it up. Neocast sent us $150 saying, "So many great games to look forward to. Need to see that Metroid Fusion 0% run. Also, farewell, sweet and tasty animals." I would say we don't know how the animals in Super Metroid taste. Nexus Shade sent us $10 and saying, "Just got to the stream and I heard a wonderful voice, so I wanted to donate to save the frames and kill the animals. You must have heard my predecessor at the mic here." Jacob22 sent us $50 and said, "Hey SGDQ, first time I've been able to donate since I heard about this amazing event, and I hope to donate more to this amazing cause throughout the week." Delighted Medium sent us $150 saying, "Hi guys, love the work you're doing. Also, I didn't know that the OG Dark Souls was one of the games being played. Love from Finland." You can see all the games that we're running this week on gamesdonequick.com/schedule. Anonymous donated $25 saying, "Donating to name the player Legalize Mother 3, and you should too. Let's get some attention for the amazing sequel to this amazing game. If it does, I'll donate $500 at the end of the marathon." Mirohan 140 donated $50 saying, "Hello SGDQ 17. It's my birthday today. Since SGDQ falls on my birthday every year, I look forward to donating. Good luck to all the runners. Put my $50 to naming Barrett Wallace after Mega Ran." Okay. And happy birthday, Mirohan 140. We're going to throw to a Twitch ad right now. We'll be back in about 75 seconds. And we're back. Welcome back to SGDQ 2017. I'm DS Dad, and up next is Spyro Year of the Dragon 100 Egg Run by Dactyly. They're still setting up, so we've got a minute or two. We've got a $25 donation from JadUsable50, saying, "Longtime watcher, first time donating. I love the runs and what this whole thing is all about." Veritazbot sent us $25, saying, "First time watching, first time donating, and I wasn't going to let studying at Harvard prevent me from watching my brother's favorite game. Money goes to Majora's Mask Glitch Exhibition." Yeah, we got our $25 bonus from Brilliant Coon saying, "Not bad, Aku Aku." Thank you. Thank you very much. I also do a pretty good plankton from SpongeBob. Edwick sent us $25 saying, "Just saw my brother this weekend who had bought the new Crash Remastered trilogy. I had severely underestimated how much of my childhood was filled with Crash's silly antics. I had a great time with the nostalgia, and now I get to watch it beat as fast as possible. Good luck to the runner, and save the animals." Dub.com sent us $25 saying, "It's my first time watching GDQ live, and I'm loving it. Crash Bandicoot was a huge part of my childhood, and I can't wait to see WhitePaaws destroy it. Thanks for the GDQ team for putting on a great show for a great cause. My donation goes to saving the animals, except for the turtles and crabs." I would say we don't want to save the scientists either. Just to update you on an upcoming donation incentive, we've got a Mirror's Edge Catalyst Easter Egg Challenge for $5,000, and so far that's about half met. That's $2,454. So if you want to see that Easter egg, and you do, keep donating. And we have a bit donation for Sonic Generations Blindfolded Green Hill Zone. We need 500,000 bits. So far we've received 229,584 bits. So keep those bits coming in. Anonymous donates $10 and says, "I will donate $10 more if the announcer does their best Mr. Meeseeks impression." Can do! The Pomelo sent us $5 saying, "Gotta work on July 3rd, but at least I have some awesome speedruns to watch. Props to you guys for being awake this early, and good luck to all the runners." I'm telling your boss, the Pomelo. Fryce sent us $50 saying, "First donation of SGDQ 2017, on my birthday no less. Anyway, frames must always be saved, so animals must be grilled. Besides, they're smelly, they cost time, they're pointless." I don't think that was the first donation of SGDQ 2017, Fryce. Alex Rincon sent us $20 and said, happy to be a long-time watcher and first-time donor. Plus, put 5 of this towards naming Chrono Goku. Good luck to all the runners. Thanks, you Dragon Ball Z fan, you. Clemon sent us $10 and said, greetings from New Zealand. Getting ready for an all-nighter for the sake of the PlayStation and Sonic blocks. It's going to be touch, but worth it, I'm sure. This goes to the only viable soundtrack for Sonic CD. I don't know which one that would be, Clement. But welcome to the PlayStation and Sonic block nonetheless. The Icelandic girl sent us another $5 and said, the brave speaker, before the change, made a great effort to pronounce my name. The outcome was better than expected, so here are the $5 I promised. Save the animals. And then she gave her name, and it's Icelandic, and I'm not even gonna try. I'm not that brave. John H. sent us $9.48 and said, hi everyone, I've watched SGDQ since last year, and this is my first time donating. Put the half of this donation for the Metroid Fusion 0% run, and the other one for saving the animals. Greetings from Mexico, and good luck to all the runners. Two-Headed Boy sent us $20 and said, in 2013 I injured my back and spent an entire week laid up in bed watching SGDQ. I've loved watching speedruns since. I'm putting my money towards the Sonic CD Japanese soundtrack because it's the objectively better soundtrack and nobody can deny this. I wouldn't try, Two-Headed Boy. Wow, $200 donation from Ninja Blob saying, love you guys, keep up the good work and save the animals. We love you too, Ninja Blob. Quinn I sent us $10 and said, had to donate when I heard the DS Dad was hosting. Excited to see more runs, especially Ape Escape. Putting all that money towards that Diblo 2 cow level. I think that might be Diablo 2. And thank you, Quinn I. Wow, Traxa sent us $150 and said, simply to Reader's Choice. I'm going to have to figure out what that is, Traxa. Yeah, I think it might be Metroid Fusion 0%, but I'm not sure. Anonymous sent us $50 and said, DS Dad, I love how chat reacts to your presence. I wouldn't know, Anonymous. I'm not brave enough to venture into Twitch chat. Elandeso sent us $15 and said, hiya, SGDQ, greetings from Finland. I love to watch this event with my friends, enjoy good food, and play games at the same time with them. I will donate 15 more if an announcer can pronounce this very common Finnish saying. Toria Tavatan. I will notice that they didn't say I had to pronounce it correctly, so I did pronounce it. So I think we get another 15 bucks. DeMartin sent us $111.11, 5 ones in a row, and said, hi from the Netherlands. Who needs animals when you can have frames? I say kill them. Here's to another awesome run of Games Done Quick. Good luck to all the runners. Cheers. And Shane Chomp sent us $50 saying, working, in air quotes there, working, you should see my fingers, working from home today, so I don't miss any of the SGDQ action. Shh, don't tell my boss. Money goes to capturing Team Rocket in Pokemon Puzzle League, one of my favorite games from childhood. Okay, I won't tell your boss, Chain Chomp. I just hope they're not watching the stream too. And Happy Sig sent us $20 saying, 4th year watching and donating, but never had a donation read. Sending $10 a day this time out, so here's $10 today to go towards the Mirror's Edge incentive, and $10 for yesterday to kill the small fluffy things and save the poor innocent frames. I think they are innocent frames. And we got a $50 anonymous donation saying, first time detonator to GDQ, but I've been following Doctors Without Borders for a while now, and it is a fantastic service I highly recommend. May the RNG be ever in your favor, and can I get Corgi Derp Innovation in chat? I hope you don't further detonate GDQ, Anonymous. I thought I might update you with some of our incentives that have been met. Sonic CD All Good Futures has been met at $5,000. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe Ultimate All Levels has also been met at $6,000. Currently on Sonic CD, the Japanese soundtrack is leading at $691.56. The US soundtrack is trailing behind at $413.50. So if you want to hear those American tunes, you better pony up. Donkey Kong 64 New Rainbow Coin has been overmet at $3,256 out of $3,000 needed. So you guys were really anxious to get that one met. Happy to see that it's been met. And Castlevania Legacy of Darkness Bonus Henry Run has been topped right off at $5,000. So that's going to happen as well. Jack's Pup sent us $10 and said, love this time of year. Greetings from Australia, and also, DS Dad has a lovely voice. Soon. Well, it's probably nice in Australia. It's a little warm here in Minneapolis. Nolan B sent us $50 and said, love seeing this at the top of Twitch every year. Hope it's as fun for you all to run as it is to watch. Good luck to all the speedrunners. Thank you. I'm sure they don't need the luck. Well, maybe they do. Stefano E. Pitoon, if I'm saying that right, sent us $5 saying greetings from Italy and thanks for the great event. And Weebleman sent us $10, donating for the first time to vote for the Sonic CD soundtrack. Japanese soundtrack is best soundtrack. The majority of donators to that category seem to agree with you, Weebleman. There are 3 prizes currently available to donators. There's a $150 cumulative donation target if you want to get in on the GDQ Custom Corsair PC. There's an Xbox One S Minecraft Edition, and that only requires a $50 cumulative donation over the entirety of GDQ. And if you want to get on the Crash Bandicoot Aku Aku Mask, that's only a $5 donation, but that has to be during this block. You can see all of those at gamesdonquick.com/trackers/prizes/SGDQ 2017. You can see a picture. So for instance, Aku Aku, that's actually a keychain. Cross-stitched, double-sided keychain that features the Aku Aku mask from Crash Bandicoot. One side is the normal mask, and the other is the second stage golden version of it. I'm sure that'll protect you as you drive. Anonymous sent us $250 saying, thanks for the great games, awesome runners, and an unbelievable cause. Thank you, Anonymous, for $250 whole dollars. Kelsey27 sent us $25, saying, 4th time GDQ watcher, 3rd time donator here. I just had to donate between two of my favorite console games from my childhood, with Crash Bandicoot being the first console game I ever played. Much love to the event and community. Thank you, Kelsey27. Anonymous sent us $41.58, saying, hey guys, congrats WhitePaaws on the 41. After playing so much of the Insane trilogy, it's nice to be reminded of what the high road used to be like. I'm sure to bring my PS4 so that you can play it yourself. Good luck with the run, Dact, and see you all later this week. I don't know who you would be, Anonymous. Elendeso sent us another $15, saying, good pronunciation. I just wanted to see the chat blow because we crazy Finns love the fact that Finland is mentioned. This donation goes to Announcer's Choice. Good luck, all runners. I still need to pick what that Announcer's Choice is. Foxado sent us $30, saying, I do this for the streets, the runners. Don't ever play yourself. Not My Real Name donated $20, saying, I am the boss, so I can't get fired for watching SGDQ. None of the incentives interest me, so donation goes to Reader's Choice. I guess that would be me. At this point, it might be Kill the Animals. And Prime Sonic sent us $10, saying, both soundtracks are great. I assume that's the Sonic CD soundtrack challenge. Wow, Fangame has sent us $500, folks. Hey, it's Fangamer again. We have put $100 towards the JP soundtrack for Sonic CD and $400 to the hidden Easter egg in Mirror's Edge. Gotta see that. Great event so far, having a blast. Well, I agree, we gotta see that hidden Easter egg in Mirror's Edge. And that puts us at... Oh, thank goodness. Well, just to check in, that Mirror's Edge Catalyst is now up to $2,884 out of $5,000. And with that, I am happy to throw over to Dactyly and the Spyro the Year of the Dragon 100 Egg Run.
Can we go? All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, apologies for the technical issues.
All right. So it's right now.
Yeah, so this is Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. Dact is going to be doing 100 Egg, which is essentially the no major skips category. If you watched the run last year, we ran any %, which involves a major skip into the Sorceress. This category does not allow for that, so Dact is going to have to be collecting 100 eggs to open the final boss door.
Yep.